Economic shocks come in many forms.
The accounts do show that Australia is in a recession. The most important thing about that is that this is a recession that Australia had to have.
This recession was deliberately engineered by this government.
They have different origins and different political responses.
As I said to Prime Minister Rudd and other senior ministers, that there was no point going in soft. Go hard, go early and go to households.
And they all require different policy responses.
It is a one-off sugar hit or a one-off adrenaline hit. Tax cuts are a more effective stimulus because they provide a more permanent incentive.
Pradeep Phillip was a senior economic advisor to Kevin Rudd at the height of the global financial crisis.
Different problems, different circumstances require different responses. With the GFC, the advice was go early, go hard, go consumption. Today we have different problems.
The Reserve Bank said today's decision to cut interest rates was made to, quote, support the economy as it responds to the global coronavirus outbreak. It foreshadowed it was prepared to cut again if necessary. But the global shock from the virus, coming on top of domestic problems of drought, bushfires and a sluggish economy, has also set the Morrison Government scrabbling for an appropriate budget response.
We have the immediate problems of the bushfires, which requires a localised response, a targeted response.
The change in the government's rhetoric about the economic outlook and the appropriate response has been dramatic over recent weeks. From insisting that a budget surplus was still a possibility and that there was no need to panic, the government moved to emphasising the virtues of the budget balance it has actually achieved and, now, acknowledging budget balance will have to be put second to helping keep the economy afloat. Some form of stimulus package is now coming sooner rather than later.
So our tourism sector needs help now. On top of that, we know there are a lot of students who come to study in Australia. So our higher education sector in particular is feeling the effects of the travel ban and coronavirus more generally.
Politics still drives the language governments use. The Prime Minister was still keen today to characterise the Rudd government's response to the global financial crisis as a failure, even if the bottom line result was that Australia was one of the few countries in the world not to go into recession. While the causes may be very different, the Morrison Government is facing the same political problem as Kevin Rudd and Wayne Swan, trying to stave off recession. The economic report card for the last 3 months of 2019 will be released tomorrow. At least some economists think there is a chance it will show the economy contracting, and that's before the effects of bushfires and coronavirus hit the books.
Hi, I'm Lee Sales. Thanks for watching this story. If you'd like to watch more of 730's stories, they are on the left of your screen. And tap on the button below to subscribe and get the latest from ABC News.